Well, there is some chaos in the Big 12 in women's basketball now. Apologize for looking out because I cannot memorize all this stuff. Number 14 TCU lost to Colorado 80-79. This has huge Big 12 standing implications. This also impacts the NCAA tournament seeding down the line for TCU, and Colorado was on the last four out list going into the game and going into Saturday on the latest bracketology according to Charlie Cream. This win helps them. And I might as well go over the new records overall and conference record for both of these teams. TCU is now 21-4 overall, 9-3 in the Big 12. Colorado 16-8 overall, 7-5 in the Big 12. And I might as well go to the Big 12 standings right now. Baylor's all by themselves at 10-2. West Virginia at 10-3. Texas Tech at 9-3. I already mentioned TCU 9-3. Oklahoma State 8-4. Iowa State 7-5. Colorado 7-5. Utah 7-5. Arizona State 6-6. Same thing goes for Kansas State at 6-6. BYU's 5-7. Kansas is 5-8. Cincinnati is 3-9. Arizona at 2-10. Same thing goes for UCF at 2-10. And 1-11 is Houston. At halftime, it was tied at 34 apiece. Second half, TCU scored 45 points, while Colorado scored 46. TCU was actually the favorite going into the game. They were favored by 9.5. Well, the altitude could be a factor. There's no doubt about that. But there's obviously more to the game than that, than what happened in the first half, second half. That's why I'm going to go to the last minute of the game. This is besides the stats, of course. With around 58 seconds left, Clara Silva for TCU fouled out of the game. And Jay Masagallo went to the line, missed the first free throw, but made the second to make it 76-75. TCU was still up. TCU did call a timeout around 50 seconds left. Jay Masagallo fouled, and Olivia Miles went to the line, made the first free throw, but missed the second to make it 77-75. This was huge because now Colorado can do whatever they want in terms of scoring, whether it's tied the game or take the lead. And NUL Duhot got the defensive board for Colorado around 49 seconds left, and Maddie Shear fouled around 24 seconds left, and Jay Masagallo went to the line, made both free throws to tie the game up at 77 apiece. TCU did call timeout. Around 5 seconds left. Donovan Hunter for TCU made a layup to make it 79-77. Colorado did call timeout. And around 2 seconds left. Jade Masagallo made a layup and was even fouled on the play by Kendi Basham from TCU. And Jade Masagallo made the long free throw to make it 80-79, and obviously TCU called timeout. Olivia Miles attempted like a 3-pointer, but missed it. But it was a Colorado dead ball at that point, and that was a game right there. Now, TCU didn't shoot the ball bad in this game from the field. 54% on 59 attempts, 35% on threes on 20 attempts. Maybe it could be a little bit better there. 89% on free throws on 9 attempts, but that's only like one miss. Not really that bad of percentage in terms of the number of attempts. He only missed one, and that might have hurt you in going into overtime. I know, in hindsight. 31 rebounds, 8 of those offensive. They only had 10 assists in the game and 10 turnovers. 5 steals, 3 blocks, 18 fouls. They had 7 points off the bench. Talia Parker with 2, and Claire Bielefeld with 5. And TCU did have 3 double-digit scores in this game that combined for 31 from Olivia Miles on 11 for 20 shooting, 4 for 9 on threes, 5 for 6 on free throws, 5 rebounds. You could look at the rest of the stats if you want. Donovan Hunter with 17. She stepped up in this game. And she is not a double-digit scorer by any means. Actually, she is a double-digit scorer, and she surpassed it 12.2 points per game. And Mara Suarez with 20. So 68 points right there. And Clara Silva was slowed down a lot in this game. And she averages 10 points per game. She only had 2 and fouled out of the game. Same thing goes for Mara Suarez with 5 fouls. So that did not help their matters, to say the least. And nobody for TCU scored 6 more points in this game. Now, Colorado had how many bench points? Logan Greer with 17. Desiree Rudin with 19. That's 36 points off the bench, so they beat them there. That's one of the differences. And 4 double-digit scores. Literally combined for game. I already mentioned the bench players with 36. The Ziana Walker with 15. That's 51 points. Plus 23 from Jay Masagayo. That's 74 points. And nobody from from Colorado scored 61 points. And Colorado didn't shoot the ball as good as TCU from the field. Same number of attempts, 59, but only made like 49%. Now, they were 46% on threes on 13 attempts. They were 89% on free throws on 18 attempts. Yeah, they only missed like 2 free throws. 27 rebounds, 8 of those offensive, 14 assists, 8 turnovers, 6 steals, and 12 fouls. I do think the game ball should go to Jay Masagayo in terms of the winning effort. Like on the winning side of things. After all, if she didn't make one of those free throws, 2 of those free throws, that would have been a loss the other direction. 9 for 10 on free throws. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to go over like the points out turnovers, points in the paint, fast break points as well. Points out turnovers did favor TCU 9-6. Fast break points did favor Colorado 14-11. And points in the paint favor TCU 40-34. What's the rest of the season? Well, for TCU, might as well just go over that. Well, your next game is on the road to Baylor, and Baylor's behind themselves in the Big 12 in terms of first place. And that's February 12th. Then you get West Virginia at home, February 15th. Luckily, last time you beat them on the road by a point. But West Virginia's going to be frisky. I'm just going to say that right now. So back-to-back tough games. Then you got on the road to Houston, February 18th. I would not think you would lose that game. You got Iowa State at home, February 22nd. Iowa State's getting better now, but you're at home. I don't think you should lose, but you never know. You got to go on the road to Cincinnati on February 25th. And I know Cincinnati may be bad in terms of overall record, but that's a team that beat Iowa State, that was ranked. They also beat Arizona State by 2. I'm just saying. And they have played really competitive with a lot of teams in the Big 12. And then you get your rematch with Baylor on March 1st, and you get them at home this time. So, as you could tell, next game is very important for TCU, because if they lose that game, that would mean 4 conference losses. Now, for Colorado, you'd better not have an emotional hangover, and I don't think you should. You got to go on the road to Houston, February 11th. February 4th, on Valentine's Day, you get BYU at home. That's big that you get them at home. Then you got to go on the road to Arizona, February 17th. I don't think you should lose that game. Then you get Texas Tech at home, and that's big, on February 21st. Then you got Utah at home, February 24th. And then you got to go on the road to BYU, February 28th. Well, let's honestly wait and see what happens for both of these teams going forward. If TCU does lose one more game, I think they could be very well out of the Big 12 title race. I'm just saying. I'm just being realistic here. Look, you got Baylor on the road. You got Baylor at home. That's 2 tough games. Then you got West Virginia at home. That's another tough game. And if you want to consider Iowa State, go right ahead. That's really technically 4 games, I would say. I wouldn't think you lose to Cincinnati, but Cincinnati's frisky. I'm just saying that right now. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe, see you guys later on the road to 8 unsubscribes, goals, ultimate goal. It's 1,000 more, so maybe this course like video, cover video really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see it, and the video does help as well. So more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button for the notification bell as well.